Hello Pisces, what is going on? Welcome to your October astrology and tarot reading. My name is Jai Gobind and this is your channel for grace. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you get notified of when I go live and when I upload videos. Please give the video a thumbs up, especially if you like it. It helps to get the video circulating, so that's actually, that really helps the channel a lot. I will let you know what's happening in October and then we'll get into your astrology. So the first thing that I want to tell you guys about, which I am like, oh my God, so excited about, is the Finding the Magic Playground course, which starts on October 13th, which is the full moon in Aries. Jason and I, Jason from Ray of Light Tarot, have co-created this course because we literally sat down with each other and we're like, you know, we're pretty good at this manifesting thing. We're just at a point in our lives where we feel really good about ourselves. And so you kind of naturally step into this like really easy way to manifest, or you almost become instant manifester of the things you love because you are happy and you feel good about yourself in your life. And to get to that place, it takes a certain level of foundational understanding about the world, about why we're here, about what's this whole ascension thing, what's the, you know, the age of Aquarius, what does it all really mean? And we're going to help you learn all of that in this course. So I'm really excited about it. If you're curious, if you want to know more, the information is in the description of this video, but I highly recommend it. The space is limited, so if you're thinking about it, make sure that you definitely sign up. I want to, you know, teach you guys, part of what I want to show you guys is how you can, you know, step into purpose in your life, and let go of the things that like no longer serve you, and the things that make you sad, and the things that make you feel like, you know, you're not good enough, and the things that make you feel too much sadness in your life, too much emotion, or too many things that just don't align with you in a way that will allow you to feel happy. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to feel good. Everybody does. We all deserve it. And with this course, one of the things we want to teach you is how to begin to step into happiness, like true joy in your life. What does that look like? What would that look like? It'd be pretty awesome. We want to show you. So check it out. Like I said, it's in the description of the video, the link, and I would appreciate you guys looking at that. The other thing I'm really excited about is in October, we begin to have the available natal astrology readings from me, which will be really in-depth readings. Very powerful sessions, 90-minute sessions. We'll go over like so much of your chart. To me, the chart is a blueprint of your multidimensional self. And when you look at it, you begin to understand who you are, why you're here, what's your purpose, should you be doing? How are these transits happening right now affecting you in a very personal way? And what about the transits of 2020? And how can you create a strategy for yourself to move forward in life after understanding this information? That's what I'm going to teach you. So if you want to know about that, and if you want to kind of work with me on an ongoing basis, coaching sessions, that's something that I'm also thinking about bringing up for people, because I can see people getting all this information about their natal astrology and then wanting guidance as to how to go about their life, how to, you know, move through this energy. So if you're really like in that place where you're ready, and if you're ready and you're in that place, you're going to know. But if you are there, I highly recommend you check it out. And starting October 1st, you guys will be able to sign up for those on my website, channelforgrace.guru. My Etsy sale is still going on until the end of September, until the 30th, through the 30th. So check that out. Everything in the Etsy shop is a 50% off. It's called Eagle Star Jewels, and I work with sacred crystals and stones and beads to create very beautiful jewelry. This is one of them that I have here in front of me. I can show you. This is a tantric necklace made with labradorite and gold. Yes. Yes. Egyptian stone, magical stone. But these tantric malas they activate you at a cellular level because of that DNA double helix design. I have also made this necklace, the Moon Goddess necklace. So there's new stuff coming, but what I have there is really sweet. Check it out. I would really appreciate that. If you haven't watched the October astrological forecast video, make sure that you watch that. what these events that I'm going to go over with you right now, I will go over in that video in a lot of detail and actually show you the charts. So if you want more information, like go over there. It's more of a collective reading, but it's really powerful, and it shows you a lot of details about it that I don't get to talk about here. But we are gonna go over these events, and the first day that there's 3 major events happening is October 3rd. On the 3rd, we've got Pluto going direct, Mercury moving into Scorpio, and Mars moving into Libra. Pluto is going direct for you in your 11th house of friends and sharing. Pluto and Saturn and the North Node have been transiting your 11th house for a while now. And once Pluto goes direct, we begin to want to change and transform our external environment. Pluto has been retrograde up to now, and so this retrograde energy was the internal transformation. But now that we have done the work on the inside, it's time to really start to transform on the outside. That naturally begins to happen as we change on the inside. We desire less of the things that don't align on the outside. And that includes like physical things, possessions, things that we do, like habits and patterns that we do, addictive patterns, drinking certain types of stuff or taking certain type of drugs, relationships, actual people. We start to desire to have less relationships with people that are toxic. But that naturally starts to happen when we do that internal process. But now it's like really a sort of a push towards, all right, let's get working. Now it's time to transform the external. Make the external match what you really want and the internal spiritual development or spiritual evolution that you've been doing this far. Mercury moves into Scorpio in your 9th house of spiritual integration. Your 9th house is about how you spiritually integrate in the world. And Mercury is the planet of communication and thoughts and understanding and knowledge. In Scorpio, it wants to dive really deep. So you're going to want to really start to understand where you're at on a spiritual journey, on your journey. Mars moves into Libra in the 8th house of death, sex, and money, or also the 8th house of transformation ruled by Pluto. So there's a connection here with Pluto that just went direct. Mars is our drive. And in Libra, we're going to really want to start to work together with people. You might be going through transformations along with other people, or you might be wanting to help other people that are going through these crazy transformations just like you, or you might want to be connecting with people that are going through this transformation just as you. Either way, you're going to want to feel connected to people as you change, as you transform, as the world starts to change around you. It's going to be very important for you to have those connections. The Sun will square Saturn on the 7th. The Sun is in your 8th house of transformation, and Saturn will be in your 11th house of friends and sharing yourself to the world. So there's going to be this obstacle that comes up. The Sun is how you're transforming yourself right now, for you specifically. And Saturn is how are you aligning that transformational energy with who you're hanging out with, your friends, right? The relationships that you have with people in the world, and also how you're transforming yourself, and then how is that reflecting itself in the world of how you share yourself with others. That's another thing to look at as well. Mercury will oppose Uranus. Mercury in your 9th house of spirituality with Uranus in your 3rd house of communication. This is an opposition, which brings up a mirror that you need to look at. And it just brings stuff up for you to sort of figure out. Mercury is about the mind, so this is going to be you diving deep into understanding who you are, like we talked about on the 3rd, with Mercury moving into Scorpio. So this is you understanding, wanting to dive deep into this understanding of your spirituality, and then looking at the other end of the spectrum and like, well, how do you communicate about this stuff? What do you tell yourself? What do you tell others? What about your throat chakra? Is your throat chakra open to express these things? Now, I feel like definitely yes, because Mercury actually rules the 3rd house of communication, in like with that Gemini energy. So you wanting to express yourself and talk about it and speak your truth about your spiritual life. That's what that brings up. Venus moves into Scorpio on the 8th, in your 9th house of spiritual integration. This is going to be you wanting to have more relationships, deeper relationships when it comes to people that align with you on a spiritual level, or having more conversations with people that align with you on a spiritual level. Very important for us to find the right people in our lives to help us through these transitions. The full moon in Aries on the 13th is happening in your 2nd house of finances. Now that's really cool because the full moon in Aries is the beginning of a new lunar cycle. We ended with Pisces, and that closed off that cycle, what I was talking about, the very inner journey, and now it's the outer journey. And so in this outer journey that you're beginning, or you're stepping into as the Fool, the Aries energy, right? Beginning this new adventure. It's the beginning of you in the house of finances. So how much money are you going to make? You're going to want to set some intentions for that, and where you're going in the financial world. How much money are you going to be attracting in? So the focus for you is a new beginning in the world of finances, which is beautiful. The sun will enter Scorpio on the 23rd, and the new moon will also be in Scorpio on the 27th. And that will be both in your 9th house of spiritual integration. And Scorpio is very deep. Scorpio is deep. You're diving very deep into this realm of spirituality this month. So get ready to go on a journey to discover where you really stand, who you really are, how you're sharing yourself with the world, what's actually transforming within you and outside of you, and how you really want to express that into the world. You speak about it and communicate that to the world. We end the month on the 30th with Mercury conjunct Venus, a very beautiful social energy that wants to talk about everything and connect with people and have relationships that are very deep and powerful. Trining Chiron in Aries, which is teaching us how to heal our divine masculine and become more humble in our lives. First card that came out is the moon. This is your emotions. This is facing your fears. The moon in Pisces that we just had was very intense, but I feel like this full moon in Aries and the new moon in Scorpio will be very significant for you this month. So pay attention to what comes up for you, but definitely face those fears, because facing the fears will take you into a completely new dynamic, a new world. And I just love that for you guys, because you're already tapped in. Pisces, you're definitely tapped in. So getting an opportunity to tap in even deeper is whoa. Wow. You literally just pulled all major arcanas. Judgment, death, and the Chariot. This is really significant. All right. Facing your fears is going to be a major this month. Facing your fears and understanding your emotions and where you're at, because the moon for you is your connection to the divine, to the other realm, to the subconscious mind, to the things that are beneath the surface, to all of this Scorpio energy, the things that we can't see, but we know they're there, that need to be healed. You're going to be guided towards that and how to heal that. And how to heal that is you have to remember, judgment comes up for us in many different ways. Sometimes we feel like being judged by something or someone is what goes on here with this card, but this is not what this is about for you. For you, this is about you not judging yourself for where you're at, because you're at the perfect place at the perfect time, and you just need to believe that. Do not judge yourself during this time. And as you learn to not judge yourself, you learn to not judge others, because you understand that everybody is on a journey and they're on their own journey, and there's nothing that you need to do to make it better for them. You need to be focusing on you right now. So definitely do not judge yourself. Do not judge others. When judgment comes up, this is something that you have to deal with. You have to believe that you can do this. You have to believe that you're strong enough, that you've got what it takes to get to the other side. And not only to get to the other side, but to freaking thrive. The Death card is the Scorpio card. When you activate so much spiritual integration energy, what you're in essence doing is going through an even deeper transformation. It is the shamanic death. It is the death ritual. It releases, and then you come out alive like the butterfly. It is also the phoenix that rises from the ashes. But all of this Scorpio energy in your 9th house, that's exactly what it is. This is major spiritual growth for you. And look at what this last card is, the Chariot. The Chariot comes, it is the ride, right? So after you go through this intense process, you get greeted by the divine. You get greeted by God. You get greeted by the truth. You get greeted by revelations. You get greeted by love, unconditional love from God. And you get taken to really see, like, what was the reason for all of this? The Chariot will take you there, and you will see it. And the Chariot takes you out of the pain and into a better world. It transports you. This is powerful for you guys, Pisces. I'm really excited. You got the meditation card. Yes, definitely a month that you want to focus on meditating. Meditate like crazy. Divine Masculine. We are all healing the divine masculine. This process is going to help you become more humble. I think you already are pretty humble, Pisces, but this is going to help you understand that humbleness at a deeper level. And soul love. You're stepping into loving yourself for who you are. No attachments, no judgments, no expectations, just you. I hope that this reading resonated with you guys. I hope you also have an amazing month. It's going to be a little intense for you guys, but you're going to be okay. We're all going to be okay. We're all going through this powerful transitions. For you, it's very spiritual. It's a spiritual transformation that you're going through, a spiritual journey. Embrace it, love it, jump right in. This is what you need to get to the next level. Love you guys. I will see you next month for your monthly reading of November, and Sat Nam.